There you are. There you are, you super sexy people. You. It is really good to see you. And Wargaming Recon has redeemed a Bean Boozled already? That can't be right. That can't be right. We just started the stream. Alright. So what are we working on right here? Well, we are going to be working on the colouring of Lukatoi City. And if you're wondering what that looks like, well, behind the Patreon Twitch slide over here, that's Rikadon, the twin sister city of Lukatoi. And it's going to end up looking like that. A little dry, some patches of green, and plenty of Mediterranean fields. Just sprinkle that Mediterranean. Get it. Get a little bit over there too. That's what we're working on. But before we do that, thank you to all my Patreon backers. Thank you to all my Twitch subscribers. I have nothing but love for you all. Every dime comes straight back into the channel. We buy software, we buy hardware, and we buy beans. The beans that taste good and the beans that taste nasty. And that's what Wargame Recon just redeemed. Wargame, I will absolutely start the stream with a bean. That almost rhymed. It's good to see you this evening, my friend. This is where we're at. This is where we left it last night. We are gonna, I think we're gonna focus on buildings today. Maybe water, maybe buildings. Look how much that statue is already popping off the map. Just that little bit of shadow. And look, it looks like 3D, doesn't it? I love that. I love this part of the mapping process. This is going to look fantastic. I'm really feeling it. Hey, Alex Fixin is here. Hey! Alright, so, you know what? Before we colour one building, because Wargame, you even ended yesterday's stream with a bean. That also rhymed. So let's do it, my friend. Let's just do it. We are gonna we're gonna get the beans. We're gonna grab one. We're gonna see, is it good or is it nasty? Promising start. It's sweet. That's good. It's a good one. It's a good one. No idea what flavour it is. But it isn't nasty. It's not licking a cat's ass nasty. This is good. This is nice. That's a success. That's a great way to start the stream. I am all about that. Hey, GL! Ah, Magnificent Bex is here. Alright, no more beans or anything until I've painted some shit in, okay? Happy Friday Eve to all of you. Fine, sexy people that you are. Don't you let anyone tell you otherwise. What did I do with my pen? Here it is, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna colour some buildings. We're gonna do it on the building low level here, and here's my plan, man. For these things, I kind of want a terracotta red. You know, tinge it towards the orange type of thing. And I think what we're going to do is buildings that start getting more towards the docks here, particularly like the more sprawling ones, they're going to be wooden. But all of the others, terracotta. The temples and everything, I'm going to do golden whites for them. But everything else is going to be heavy towards the terracotta. Now, one thing I can do, because of the way we've mapped this, is if I take the ink layer and I do something like that. Oops. I was like, what is that? That is Princess swaggering her ass into the room. Yeah, so I could do something like this. And actually get a huge volume. Now, this doesn't work where I've done roof details. And actually, Miss J encourages me to draw roof details on a separate layer. But, palaver. I'm all about avoiding palavers. I think we did roof details on a separate layer on the GaryCon map, if I remember rightly. Not GaryCon, Gaxmon. Brian McWhirter! Brian McWhirter! Good to see you. If you want a ski ball in here, you have to redeem your gold for it, my friend. And then I think what we'd have to do is draw a ski ball factory. But we're kind of past the drawing stage, you know what I mean? You'll notice the ones that are a little bit more temple-like, I'm avoiding them for now. The ones that are more shack-like, also avoiding them. How's everyone doing? I feel like this week has been a bit of a battle, you know what I mean? It's been a quick week, but like every day you've had to fight it. Like literally swinging out with baseball bats, swinging with fists. I don't want that one. Let's do that. I am ready to crash into the weekend. I don't know about you guys and girls. Pex, do not add that command for redeem ski ball factory. I don't want to get too crazy. And I feel like I am, because we've got to do this in sections here. But let's jump into this and see how we're shaping. And she's still clicking. She's literally still clicking. Will someone take that freaking pen out of her hand? Okay, I'm stopping. Alright, so my objective here is we'll take a shade, we'll throw it on, we'll paint the highlights and the lowlights, we'll grab some more buildings. We'll do a different shade, highlights and lowlights. And so you'll get this variance of hue for our red terracotta. Oh, that ice cream that you did yesterday, Wargaming, holy smokes. Hey, Miss J's here. That surfboard is going in things, Brian. It's going in things, my friend. It's going to happen. Alright, building's low. Look at that. Look at that. By the way, I showed the client, Zagora Games, the progress so far. They're loving it. They're pumped. They're really pumped. And I love that. I love it when you show a client and they have some enthusiasm, you know? There have been times where, even recent times, where a client has just not been as pumped as I want them to be. It's like, you know, you show them the baby that you've been working on, you go, and they go, cool. I'm like, no, it's not cool, man. It's freaking awesome. You should be jumping out of your seat and hugging me right now. What's going on? Yeah, that's fantastic. No, man, it's not yeah, fantastic. It's, oh my God, Alyssa, I want to marry you. Come on, what's going on? sometimes I think it just gets lost in the written words. It's like, yeah, it looks good. No, doesn't look good. It looks fucking awesome. You want to give up your firstborn child for this damn map? Come on, show some enthusiasm. See, there you go. Princess has got it. She wants to marry Gaxmore. That's the enthusiasm that I want. Gaxmore wants to marry you too, Princess. By the way, I'm hoping that once Troll Lord have got their Kickstarter fulfilled, that we can get Gaxmore on Noble Dwarf and sell you very cool people some incredible Gaxmore prints. Because Gaxmore is one sexy mother effing map. I probably sound a little bit big-headed with the way I talk about my maps. It's not intended. It's partly done in jest, but it's also partly because I actually don't know how these maps are going to turn out myself. It's like, we're drawing Lukatoi. Lukatoi's been spanning a year. There's this big, huge layoff. We come back in, we start finishing it, and it starts taking shape. But this thing just a couple of weeks ago was a sketch for the north half, And it's like, okay, so we're sketching things in, and it's still, you don't get that feel until you start to throw in the colours. Then when you start to throw in the colours, you start to get that tingle. You know what I mean? A tingle of like, oh shit, this could be special. Well, I feel that too. I actually don't see it until you see it. So it's as much of a journey for me as it is for you. And that's what I'm reacting to. Gaxmore did that for me. Honestly, the GaryCon 12 hotel map did that for me. Ricodon definitely did it. All of our recent maps, honestly, just make me tingle. They get my little giblets going, And this is doing it. As we begin to add these little details, as these shadows begin to form, and our alleyways begin to form, it's like suddenly the map comes alive for me. And I'm getting goosebumps right now. I mean, this is coming alive. I'm just going to deselect. Already it's like, and we haven't even painted, 99% of this, but we haven't even done the roads. You know what I mean? We haven't got the flagstones on, the lighter brick of the roads themselves. And already, this map is making me go, what are we dealing with here? I feel it. I feel it as well. Alex Vixen, I will take your second born. Does your second born know how to paint, or at least dry brush? In which case, it is a win for me. Adoption Princess Drago is absolutely worth it, darling. Absolutely. Go the adoption route. Wargaming Recon has a complaint about the GaryCon 12 hotel map. He says it was a bunch of shit. Alyssa, what were you thinking? No, he never said that. When GaryCon shared it on their site, they kept it so small that it's hard to actually read any of it. Yeah, so honestly, I love the GaryCon folks. I love all of the volunteers and the forces that be behind GaryCon a lot. A lot. But I was hoping for more with that map. And I think what happened is the whole virtual thing just knocked everyone for six. You know what I'm saying? Myself included. And it's like, hi baby boy, how are you doing? You want to get shot over here? You want to come over here, little fella? You want to come over here, poke your head in? Hi. Apparently Little Deacon's going to be a bit of a special guest on these streams. But no, it's like, I think everyone was reacting to suddenly it all becoming virtual, and people didn't know what that was meant, to do with that. My map was actually meant to be printed and available to buy right there when you checked in. Then there were going to be named canvas prints from Noble Dwarf at the Noble Dwarf booth, and it was going to be a big deal. And then I had some canvas ones that we were going to auction off and stuff, and it's like then the whole COVID thing hit, and that was like right when it was fresh wound, right? And it just knocked everyone for six, and I think everyone was then playing catch up. You know, it's like just getting it on the site was a victory, but getting it on the site with being able to see it was harder. It was on the site, by the way, in a large visible format, but it was kind of in a different section. So everyone did everything that they possibly could do under the circumstances that they were dealing with. I got no complaints. Could this year have gone better with Gary Con? Hell yeah. I had Gaxmore on canvas, 50 inches in size, that was going to be at the auction, framed and everything, and I was going to get all of the people behind Gaxmore to sign it. You know what can we do? I was going to go in so hard on GaryCon 12. Even now, it upsets me. Let's hit save. I'm going to paint in a couple of white buildings here, and I'm going to do them on the tall layer. I will admit, I don't know if this is the right word. Curious. I am very curious about where the new wave of COVID is taking us. Because I think things are about to get very, very real. I mean, they've been real, don't get me wrong. They've been extremely real. But shit is gonna really, it's not gonna be good. I think the next few months are gonna be very hard, and we have to all gang together on this one. Try and do the responsible thing. Bean Boozled from Princess Strecker. Princess, I've actually had a good bean earlier on. I think it might have been just before you joined. Oh, you know what I should do here? Is another... No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to say another building layer, but I'm not going to do it. That's going to start getting too complex. I love colouring, by the way. We haven't coloured in a long time. And I love it. It makes the map really just go and take breath. It's fantastic. Wargame, yes, it is a huge clusterfuck. How many beans do we have in the queue? Hold on a sec. How many beans do we have in the queue? I'm gonna do all of the beans in the queue right now. We've got 1, 2, 3 beans in the queue. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna eat 3 beans right now. Right? 3. Not at the same time. That would be really weird. Maybe that would be for another time. Alright. 3 beans. 1 after each other. Random pulls. Ladies and gentlemen. First bean. Fucking disgusting. Oh no. Oh no. I think that's vomit. Oh. No, that's disgusting. That's not starting off well. Swallow it, Faden. Oh. Not good. Anything else? Give me grass. Give me grass. Give me dog poop. Give me anything. Bean 2. Bean 2 is good. Bean 2 is vanilla. Oh, that's washing away all of that shit. I hope bean 3's good. Bean 3. Don't look at the jar, Faden. Like, honestly, like I could tell anything from that, right? Alright, bean 3. This is a good one. It is. That's some kind of hot and spicy one. Oh shit! It was a ninja. Oh shit! Now this is one jackpot. They start off sweet and you go, huh? And then they go, fuck off! And you go, oh no, my face. That's a hot one. But it's not eating dog poo. So actually I consider that to be, honestly, nice ones, yay. Dog poo, no. Something in the middle that's hot, I will take. That was a hot one. So there you go. We got all three. We got all three in one go. We got with the poo one, the good one, and the hot one. We literally got, out of all of these beans, one of each. Look at that. And that's still burning. Alright, Princess Trigger, I'll have to do that in a moment, girl. We got a map too, you know. So remember that selection. Marlin's girl, hello, my lady friend. Good to see you. There are hotter ones than the one Jack bought. The ones that start sweet and then go, ooh, they're manageable. They're totally manageable. Alright, so where are we going to focus? Let's focus. Let's focus on the west side. That seems to be logical, right? Let's hit save. That's always a good thing to start with. And we're going to hit our income. And no, let's do, yeah, here we go. Let's take that one back. What do I want to get accomplished tonight? I actually don't know. Normally I come into a map having a pretty good sense for where I want to take something, you know, by the end of the evening. I think if we could get at least half of the buildings drawn in or coloured in, that would be good. Let's shoot for that. Let's shoot for that. Wargaming, it doesn't really matter on the specifics of some of the flavors because they all start to tend to merge into, oh my god, what am I eating? Really? Okay. So, while dog turd may not be an exact one of them, honestly, at the point where you're eating either moldy cheese or puke, it's like, I'm not sure what this is and I don't want it. None of them are so bad that I think that they would literally induce some kind of vomiting or anything. The spicy, the super hot spicy ones are maybe the worst from having a physical reaction. Most of the others are genuinely not good. Like what am I eating right here, and why am I eating it? But that's about as bad as it gets. That's enough for me. If it was any more than that, like if I was literally gagging, we haven't had one that bad, and hopefully we never do. Oh, that's a bad mistake. Let's take that back. Take that back. Take that back. Thank you. Come back to that wall. I'm painting that one. Not those. We'll make that more of a temple. Not a temple. Not a temple. It's part of the school. I actually want to make the school district nicer. What tool do I have to select it here? I don't know. Okay. Did I deselect everything? No, I did not. That's okay. Wargaming, not sure I have. Not sure I want to think about it too hard. We're going to do a different hue to those, so I don't mind actually... there we go. Button it right up against it. There we go. Yeah, that will do. Let's just sprinkle these out here. These are near the park. I'm getting carried away again. I need to stop this. I need to stop clicking on things. Faden, what are you doing? Come on. Okay. Let's just do those. So this is where we left it. Let's bring it down here. And then we'll go to the buildings low and we go bow. Now yes, they are a little browner, but I am now going to come over and do the highlights, and they will change them up a little bit. Alyssa Faden. Alex Fixon says, fun fact, the vomit flavour of the novelty beans was discovered when the scientists were trying to make pizza. I think you've mentioned that before. Trying to make pizza, they came up with vomit. Well then, what's impressive, the map or the fact that they tried to create pizza and came up with vom? Thank you so much, darling. I really do appreciate that. And I mean that. So the reason why I've kept these selected right now is so I can be pretty slapdash with these highlights and that they're not spilling outside the lines. You know what I mean? And this is largely abstracted on these types of buildings. I get more detailed when we start zooming in on like temples and shiznit. What I really am aiming for here is more of a texture than anything else, with a little bit of an emphasis of light towards the northwest corner. Print size of this is like that, okay? And this will blow up to a poster. Don't get me wrong, this is why we do stupid details on these things, right? But this is why I don't get too hung up with like coloring to perfection. This is fine. Princess Striker, I love you, girl. Thank you very, very much. Did you snag yourself the Rigadon map, by the way? And don't forget, everyone, too, that every quarter we do a free canvas giveaway as part of the Patreon Twitch backer levels. So, for instance, last month we actually gave codes out to everyone to redeem a free map. I think you have to be at a certain level. I'm not quite sure what level it is off the top of my head. But every quarter you'll get one of them. So even just backing me on one of those levels, you are going to get a free high quality canvas map. By the way, the canvas is kind of freaking ridiculous. Like, you can spill water on it. It's super rich. It's God, what's the phrase that they use? I'd have to go to the site to find it. It's like something quality, archive quality, or something like that, museum quality. I don't know. It's really high grade quality canvas. I have a couple of maps on it, and they're so beautiful. They're so freaking beautiful. I'm not even sure I own Gaxmore, by the way. I don't even own my own map. Look at that. I think that's okay, Princess. Don't you worry about that. Literally, don't you worry about that. I think, honestly, next year is going to be a big year for some of my releases. Gaxmore will be next year. The Troll Lord's Castle Keeper's Guide will be next year. Rigadon is there right now, but Lukatoi will be next year. So I think there's a lot of next year really cool maps that are coming out over there. This is why I keep the selection on there, because, I mean, look, I'm just going freaking nuts with the brush. Just like, Argh. Bob Ross, I ain't. Okay, that will do it. And look at that, already taking shape. Now imagine those streets tinged towards the white. A little bit of white flagstone on there, right? That lovely grey white of the Mediterranean. Now imagine how these terracotta buildings are just gonna lift off the map. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Especially in these big areas. Like that statue surrounded by white flagstone. Oh, I'm tingling. I'm tingling all over. Horium. You know, we can actually have multiple commands too. So we can have merch, we can have Horium. I like that. And I like the fact that there's a constant thing. But I think someone should be able to do exclamation Horium or exclamation merch. And literally know where they can find stuff. That'd be cool. Look how much taller this white building is sitting too. And that's only because we coloured it on a separate freaking layer. I love it, Jerry. I love every minute of it. Let's do this one. Let's do this little bad boy right here. You little tease. Yeah, you. You're trying to dance away from me, but I got you. I got your number. First, we're going to select you. There you go. Yeah, you like that, don't you? You like that. Then we're going to fill you. We're going to fill you on the tall layer, because you're a big boy. There you go. There you go. And then we're going to get a brush. And we're going to tease in this little bit of white colour here. Like this, like that, right there. Come on, baby. There you go. There you go. And I think for the ridge, we'll go towards white. Then on the other side of the ridge, we're just going to darken that off a smidge. Just right there. Just a hint. Just a hint. There we go. And a little stronger on the other side of the ridge. And again, because it's on the tall building layer, it is literally taller than the buildings around it. I love it! That's what I'm talking about. Let's hit save. Let's hit save while we're on top. I like that. I like the Horium. I like the Horium. Because it means warehouse. I really like the idea. And even if people don't know it, we know it. Keep those facts coming, girl. Keep those facts. This is the learning channel too. We do so much learning on this channel. I mean, come on. Come on. We do. Like blocks and castles and Harlech Castle and shit like that. How much of it we learn something every freaking stream on this channel. Yeah, okay, princess. I mean, I'm trying to divvy up time, but we'll be going half an hour. We'll be going half an hour. Let's do your question time. Let's do your question time. Repeat your book. It was book 4. Repeat your number, please. Alright, we're gonna do it right now. It was book 4. There you go. There's a map. Okay, got book 4. Whew. 2776. 2776. Thank you very much. Alex Fixon, thank you very much too for having a back there. I really appreciate you being on it. Oh, here we go. Last question of the page. Let's get a pen, mark this one off. Only time it will be asked. This could actually start. I mean, right now, okay, there's 3 questions in the book. Oh, 3 questions. 3,000 questions in the book. And sure, right now it's no problem. But can you imagine what a pain in the ass is going to become when, like, it's half filled out? And I'm going, no, you'll have to ask like another one. Or where there's like maybe 100 left. That's going to become a pain in the butt. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. I'll let Pex figure it out. Okay, this book is called Questions About My Future. And this particular question. Will technology be created specifically for healing sick or injured animals? I hope so. We've got technology nowadays that I think is pretty specific to like animals, certain animal breeds and things like that. So yeah, I want to say so. Particularly because like technology is like a lot. It's getting better and better, but also cheaper and cheaper, right? And I think it's easier and easier for, let's say, the veterinarian sort of discipline to have much better technology available to them. And granted, there is a big overlap, you know, Venn diagrams between humans and animals. But there are certain animals that need certain treatments, certain things. And I'll almost guarantee that that answer is, or that question has been answered already just in our current world. Magnificent Pex, I demand a solution today. Oh, by the way, I also have this JPEG open. This is from the book. Alright, I'll hit save. But this is from the book. And by the way, we are going to draw galleys in harbour and drifting by. Okay, we are definitely going to draw galleys. But I'm using this for the roof colours, and you can see here's all our terracottas. You can see it's all in there. Lots of this white grey though on the walls and here on the wharfs and such. We're definitely going to be picking up on that. This is our inspiration. This is our template right here for our buildings. Yeah, building tool. Let's do building tool. I like to do a couple of individual buildings with a little bit of personal love before I then revert back to the mass selection approach. You know what? I don't want to do them in that color. I'm going to do them in this color. Yeah, something more like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in a little darker, and we're gonna. Oh, I need to come up to the high building. Let's just tuck a little bit of shadow underneath there and the other side of these towers. Yeah, nice. And while we're here, might as well do this guy. Thank you, Princess, for the snack grab. I'll keep that there for later on when I get myself something. And we're gonna then just do this here. That was a mistake, hold on. I actually want to do this. Do I though? Well, actually, let's do this. I'm gonna do it slightly different. Oh, now that's the sound of my people right there. There we go. That's better. Nice. Magnificent Pecs. You conscript Jack to enter an Excel file all of the unasked questions. No, my friend, no! No, I will have you and your team do it, and it will cost me a lot of money. But actually, if there was an Excel version of these books, that would be actually really freaking sweet. That would actually be so much easier. But it's fine. Wargame. Let him use your painting supplies and hobby supplies without poking fun at him. I do not poke fun at Jack. I actually really, truly encourage Jack with painting. Only because I want to see him paint more. He's actually pretty good at it. Genuinely so. Like, having 2 painters in the house? Do you realize just how powerful that would be? And I have enough paints and supplies of every description for both of us to be painting at the same time. I think I have his stormtroopers and his Wookiees primed as well, ready to go. I'm doing these on tall buildings. I think that's okay. These are like warehouses and shit. I think that's okay. I'm gonna let it roll. Yeah, I'm gonna let that roll. They're just bigger buildings. And they're around fortresses and shit, so I think they should be bigger buildings. Did he now? Did he now? You see, he uses me as an excuse for not painting, but then says he'll just like grab my shit when he wants to paint. So wherein is the real problem here? Alright, let's do, I think I'm gonna paint these buildings here. Terracotta. We're doing a terracotta still. We gotta stick with it. Magnificent Pex, is that a thought that you're gonna finish? Pex, by the way, works so freaking hard. I'm not even sure if the guy sleeps. I think he just naps. I wouldn't be surprised if he's dozed off in the middle of a sentence. There we go. Let's do a couple of other buildings in this same area. I think these we might make wood. This is like a little workshop area right here. But these we'll do as terracotta. This area, by the way, imagine this area with the water coloured in. Imagine how lovely that's going to look. Yeah, Pex definitely crossed the streams, 100%. I think Pex short-circuited, so I think that's your bot answer right there. Let's zoom in a little bit on these. In fact, I'm going to make the bush just a touch smaller. Alright, this will be the last batch, by the way, that we're hand drawing for a short while, and then we're going to switch it up to the more automated, bulk select approach. Nice. Then the flip side of that, of course, is shadows. Hey, Pex is back. Does Pex even realise that he stopped the conversation partway through? Is Pex more than one person? There we go. Oh, see, that's looking good too. I did that on the building low, but I think that's fine. Because these are more like sort of, where they're building galleys and everything. They're not massive buildings. I'm personally down with it. I like it. Pex, in many ways, you are the Keymeister. Alright, this is looking nice. Am I okay with that? Am I okay with that? I think I am. Did I, though? Yeah, you see, I did these big buildings at the front here on the building low. I feel like they should be building high, you know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do real quick with these, building high, there we go, is I'm just gonna give them the edge where they're actually creating a shadow. There we go. There we go. It's kind of mixing. This is definitely crossing the streams. You know, you talk about crossing streams. I'm crossing streams right here. But it gives those a little bit of height. And they definitely need height. So I'm okay with that. While I'm here, by the way, I'm going to do this, and I'm gonna do a little bit of this and then a little bit of this on the building low, and then we're gonna grab this and we're gonna darken it off just a smidgy poo. So I just did a building low next to a building high, and the building high is casting a shadow down on it, which I think is awesome. Alright, gonna hit save. If I take a drink with every single one of those, I'm going to be passed out within 15 minutes. What's story time? What is story time, Pex? Yeah, Alex, you know it. You know it. Tell a fun, interesting, or embarrassing story about myself. Fun or embarrassing story about myself. Alright, I got one. While I'm selecting buildings, hopefully Jack will get a drink. And I will tell you a story. Hi, darling. Oh, you must be psychic. Thank you so much. It's very much appreciated. And Princess says, can you get me a snack too, please? Maybe a couple of chips. That would be... Actually, I'm a bit peckish. That would be great. Alright, story time. Story time. Serious story time. So, I used to own a motorcycle. I first owned a motorcycle when I was a teenager in England. Like, you could own up to 125cc in England without requiring a license, actually. Larger bikes if you actually had a sidecar on it, but you get around that by actually having just like a third wheel coming off the side, like a little tiny wheel, like a fucking pram wheel. But anyway, I digress. I've always kind of liked motorbikes. I've owned motorbikes a couple of times in my life, and most recently, I don't know if any of you have seen pictures of it, I used to own this Kill Bill yellow motorcycle. It was a street racer. My suit was entirely yellow. Black and yellow was my theme. Thank you, darling. Black and yellow was my theme. Helmet and all. I had a custom paint job of pearlescent yellow on the actual bike itself, with kanji in black on the sides. It was a head turner. It was a beautiful bike. I never ever rode it as quickly as guys ride their bikes, but I liked it. You know, it was a nippy little bugger. Well, one day I'm going to work on my bike. Bearing in mind how visible I stand out, I am black and yellow. I'm like a bumblebee. Kanji symbols all down the side of this racing bike. It sounds like a racing bike. I mean, it's pretty badass. It's literally, what the fuck? And I loved it. I'm going to work one day, and I'm zooming down this road. There was this long road that just did minor turns, and it was fun to gun it. You know what I mean? It was fun to kind of, let's say, not do 30 miles an hour. And I'm gunning it. Not crazy. I'm not doing 60 or 70 or 80. I'm not doing that crazy. But I'm not doing 30 either. Let's just say that. And I become aware as I shoot past this hotel that this white car pulled out. And I just got this vibe. That's a cop. That was a cop. He was sitting there and he had his speed gun out and he just tagged me. Well, I don't quite know why, but I decided that I could now outrun him. That I could start to weave between traffic and lose this guy. So I swear, I got my little head down, I gunned it, went around the corner, and like very quickly the traffic started to like get really packed and stuff, but I started to weave traffic, which is illegal around here. I started to weave through the traffic, and then there was a big rig that was trying to pull out, and it was like straddling both lanes, and then the traffic would go down onto the highway. Well, I was able to sneak around the back of the guy because I had a couple of feet. Snuck around the back, along the side of the big rig, down onto the freeway, sneaking my way through traffic, back off the freeway again, sneaking through traffic. At this point, my little heart is going. It's going 10 to the dozen. Because I'm pretty sure I'm running away from a cop. Long story short, here I am, and I'm absolutely fine, and I never got done for that one because there's no way the cop, if he was a cop, could snake through the narrow little gaps that I was snaking through. But yeah, there's my little fun story. What style of bike was it? Hello, good to see you. It was a Suzuki 650, but it had the Suzuki 650 is kind of look bland and boring. I had the entire fairing taken off, and I had a custom shark fairing put on, and so it was a racing bike. It was a total racing bike, but it was lighter. You know, it was big for me, but it wasn't like in an 1100 or 1400. It was a 650, you know, and I had custom pipes put on it, custom everything, and so it sounded good and moved fast. It was great. It was a crotch rocket. And actually, the story behind that is oh, by the way, here's my treats. The story behind the crotch rocket is I actually got a bike when I was in Louisiana. I was working with a software company, and the boss said, let's form a bike club. Everyone get bikes and we'll go cruising over the weekend. I'm down. And I got myself a cruiser, and it was an 1100. It was a big bike, right? It was a big bike, and I forget what type of bike it was, you know, but it was a cruiser. It was a massive thing, and it was fun. But while we were riding around, every time a crotch rocket went past me, I was like, I want one of them. I want one of them, because they just always looked like they were having more fun. So when I got up here to Portland, and I had to get I had a job and shit, and I had to commute, I was like, there's just me. I don't want to buy a car. I'll get a motorbike. And I got myself a crotch rocket. And then I just went nuts with customizing the damn thing. And it seriously, and Kill Bill, I swear, formed the catalyst for that. Because I saw Uma Thurman all in yellow. Her bike was yellow. And I was like, I want that. And that's what I did. And it was a lovely pearlescent yellow too. I had it custom spray painted. And in the sun, it would just twinkle. Oh, it was such a good looking bike. I have photographs of it that I lost somewhere, but I will find them again and I will share with you all, okay? I've got a photograph of me standing next to it in all of my kit. I've actually intended from time to time to dig up that photograph and never have been successful, but I know I have the photograph somewhere, so I'll find them. I'll find them. Let's not do that one. Alex Vixen, 2 truths, 1 lie. I have tattoos. I own a motorbike. I have a pilot's license. Well, shit, I think all of those are true. I'm going to go false, true, true. I'm going to match Wargaming Recon. I'm in more suburban area. Portland itself is a little bit strange in that it's a whole bunch of small neighborhoods jammed together. It's honestly, it's a fairly large town with a real small town feel. It's quite unique. It's one of the reasons why I fell in love with Portland. And I'm about, I want to say, half an hour drive outside of the city centre. But even just 10 minutes outside of the city centre, it's all small buildings and suburbia, you know. But it is kind of unique in that it's not, there's nowhere that is your traditional suburbia in many ways. It's like all of these. Oh shit! I just made a mistake. Yeah, you've got these regular houses and everything, and then you got some business over here, and there's more regular houses, and then some business and some shops, more regular houses and cafes and shit, and it's literally neighborhood, just little tiny towns all jammed together. That's what Portland is. It's brilliant because of that. You know, Alex, you struck me as a woman that would have tattoos. But for some bizarre reason, I thought it more likely that you had a pilot license. I think that's because you're James Bond to me. I feel like we should have some kind of scoring system on these true false things. High score table. Probably a bit late now. Alright. Come on, there we go. What do I want to do with these? I want to do these a little bit of a different colour. I want the educational area to sort of pop off the map a little bit. So I'm going to come back to them. Just a couple more. She says, still clicking. Alright, that will do it. That'll do it. Building's low. Slightly different shade of the old terracotta roux. There we go. This is actually painting fast. Look at this. This is painting quickly. This isn't going to take us long. We might finish this next week. I won't get labels until December, but I think we might finish this next week. Wargaming Week. Oh my god. I'm back. I'm fine. Don't inhale whiskey. It is terrible. Wargaming Recon. 2 truths, 1 lie. As a small child, I was shot by a neighbor. For most of my life, I believed I had a calling to the priesthood, and I've had multiple encounters with spirits. I'm going to go true, false on that one. Fair question. From Pex, there's a challenge. I have encounters with spirits literally every night. Alright, Wargaming, hit us with it. True, false, true. You did not have... Oh, look, Alex Vixen nailed that one. You didn't have a calling to the priesthood? I thought you did. I started off pretty good with these things. And I can't get one right nowadays. Reminds me of the mini games that we used to have. GL may be in and out a little bit. He said earlier on Discord that he actually didn't intend to be here, but he might pop in, so his availability may be very much mixed. Never owned a mouse. You're a little tricksy Dixie little bugger, you. You'll do these half truths, you know what I mean? Some of these are meant to be tense. We've got a little bit of a tense city going on over here, hold on. Hey, GL's back. Right, literally a minute after we're talking about him. Yeah, I this is Pex we're dealing with here, Princess. I have no doubt one of them is false, but Pex works outside of the box so freaking much. It would not surprise me if he literally is breaking the rules of the game. I don't trust Pex, you know what I mean? You don't work with Planet X. You know, that should have dawned on me, because I know you know Planet X. But they do all of their own promotion, so that makes total sense. That makes total sense. Green Loontoon with the 2 truths, 1 lie. He owns a fast car, he hates warm climates, and he makes quilts with his wife. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the false true as well. Although, you know, honestly, if you have the same vote as me tonight, I'm sorry, because you're wrong. You're just wrong. I think so. Wargaming, Princess, Alex. Thank you, Wargaming. Thank you. This map, with every brushstroke, just becomes a little bit more alive, you know? And she's going to be a beauty. She's going to be a beauty. And we haven't even finished the groundwork yet. I just jumped into buildings tonight. But yeah, GL, I think we are. Oh, Peck's just snuck in. Alright, yeah, okay. He is a bot. I think even Pex would say he's a bot. I think he would agree with that. Alright. Green Loontoon owns a 2007 Mustang GT. Nice car. Doesn't like hot climate states. That's why it lives in Minnesota. So you do crochet with your wife? Does the Mustang count as a fast car? Because it's not like you just said you own a Shelby or a Cobra. So does that count? So wait, GL, how many falses did you have in there? The car I owned from 2000 to 2004 was a Cobra. It was a convertible Cobra. So yeah, I'm throwing shade. Watch out, tea is being spilled. Yeah, he could have said a Honda Civic, but like a Mustang, woo. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's just me being a dick. Yeah, okay, 143, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's throwing itself around. That's fair. That's fair. Mustangs are completely impractical from a family man's perspective, yes. A Mustang is indeed a type of horse. It is also a type of car. You've heard of Mustangs, right? Miss J? You must have. As in the car. Hey David B. Glass, does the Cobra come in something other than convertible? I thought it did, but I actually don't know, to be honest with you. Mine was actually, so here's a true fact about me. My little Cobra, so I was looking for a car, but I wasn't actually car shopping. And I drove past Radio Shack one day in Louisiana, and there was this guy outside cleaning this black Cobra, and it had black headlights. It had got covers for them, black roll bar, black leather seats, jet black body, and he had a cover for the back of the car too. So you could take the top off, you could put it away, and then you could put this cover on, and it just gave this two-seater smooth fucking badass animal. And the wheels were black too, the trim were black, everything was black. It was a stealth car. It was a stealth car. It was such a good looking car. And he was selling it. And it was the manager of Radio Shack. And this thing was a labor of love, and it had a tricked out car, radio system in there. And I bought it. I bought it right from under his nose. It was such a good looking car. I didn't have it that long. I did get a ticket or two. It was a nice car. It was one of the sexiest cars I've ever owned in my life. I loved that car. I drove that car across the United States from Louisiana to Portland, Oregon. It was that car that I did it in. Alex Fiction is talking about NOS. Actually, cars in Britain or a little bit ludicrous. So I don't think you can quite get the same like CC as easily as you can get here in the United States. So there's something that they do in like Europe where you can get yourself like a Cosworth or a Hot Hatch or something like that, and these things are fucking quick. They're like whip it quick. They're the favorite to be stolen and joyride. You know, but literally teenagers will steal your car just to joyride it around because they're so freaking fast. And I actually once had a salesman refuse to sell me a car because it would be stolen. Literally, it's sitting there on the lot. I love it. I want it. And he was like, sorry, I can't sell you this car. Let's look at something else because it will be stolen. It will be stolen and you don't want them. Cars over there are ridiculous. There's something about them. With a teddy bear, that's my new fun. Check Discord for a pic of my baby. Okay, you know what? I don't have Discord open, but I will fire it open right here on stream, and I will go and look for okay. That's a good looking car. I gotta be honest with you. The Mustangs have just been a good-looking car throughout all of the ages. That's a good-looking car. I love it. I wouldn't do it myself nowadays. I've just entered a different age, you know. I just look for something different. That's a good-looking car. I like it. Why stock a car to refuse selling it? I think, honestly, they might have sold it to maybe a young guy or something like that, you know? I don't exactly know what was going on there. Maybe even one of this, a salesman, wanted it for himself, you know? That was actually, you know, in all truth, same era of car shopping, literally same couple of months. I wanted a BMW. There was this BMW that one place had, and the price was right and everything. I was like, I want the BMW. I'm coming down. I'm going to buy it. And when I got there, they were like, oh yeah, one of the salesmen is taking it home. And that was it. It was like, okay, so apparently I'm not getting it. So I'm betting that like salesmen almost get like this first come, first served type of approach. And I bet that's what I was kind of running into. But it was a Codsworth. And Codsworths back in the day, literally, you could chain the motherfucker to your driveway and it would still get stolen. They were notorious for getting stolen. I'm probably glad, actually, that he didn't let me buy it. Which actually gives me another true story. So the next time I do a true story, I already have it up here. I will tell you about the first time that I did a chase with the cops. Apparently, I'm racing cops all of the time. That's a bit of a theme about me in my life. Minis are wicked quick. Minis are wicked quick. I've been in a Mini once, and that thing was so nippy, it was ridiculous. Get some miles on your car? Oh, I couldn't even begin to. You know, I'm going to guess that it's actually pretty low. But I mean, a range? You said what, it was like 2004 or something like that, so what we're looking at, 16 years. I'm gonna say something ridiculous like low 60,000. There's my guess. Seven. 7 miles. You get more than 7 miles when you buy it off the bloody lot. 7. That makes no sense. Oh. Okay, yeah, you with the car. That makes a lot more sense. I'm pretty sure you can't get a car with 7 miles on it. They put more than 7 miles on it, just get it out of the bloody factory. That was breaking my brain. Alright, hit save because it's been a while. Thank you, Wargaming, for the reminder. $34,000 miles. Okay, so I was actually going to guess 40, you know? And then I was like, it's got to be more than that. That's some aggressive not driving right there. Right, let's do some more mass selections. Let's see if we can get a good chunk of this city down here. I don't think we're going to do all of the buildings tonight, but we are seriously making a good impression. Yeah, 34,000 is super low. Super low. The Beatles are cute. Not the band, the car. Yeah, there was a lot of buildings here that we didn't select last time. We can get a good chunk of this city done right here. Let's make him a low big building. Same with that. Same with that. We'll come back to that one. Nope, don't do that one. That one's a weird one. That's more of a temple, but we're not going to do that one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, give me this building selection. Goodness in my pants. Yep. This is Zagit. This is Zagit. The wind in your face on a convertible is definitely an issue. Particularly with longer hair, like it would just get really annoying. I took to wearing a baseball cap. Right, low buildings, different shade of terracotta. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this is coming together fast. This is coming together super fast. The buildings actually really intimidated me. I was like, oh shit, we're going to be on this thing for years. But it's actually not been too El Shaba. Some texture on these. Alright, we've been going a little bit long tonight. Just a little bit. You can tell when I'm having fun with a map. Like, the hour and a half just flies by. And I just start going freaking nutso. And that's what's happening tonight. I'm just having a lot of fun with this one. And that's good, right? You gotta have fun with your mapping. Otherwise, what are we doing it for? That area did not come out right. I selected the line instead of the building itself. I'll have to fix that. Look how much we got done tonight. I mean, we are seriously motoring on this goddamn thing. Oh, do we have... Alex Vixen, you freaking rock star. You jumped in there, you took it in a chokehold, you threw it out. Basically, your night job, but here virtually. Good one. Love it. Pull fires. Love it. Actually, yeah, hit up Pex. Let's get bot as a command. And maybe you could even do, well, we don't want to do a redeem bot, do we? But maybe we could have it, like, scroll up a message with, like, you know, exclamations and asterisks. Make it, like, noticeable that way. Phantom Jen is here. Well, I can't quit now. I've got to go for at least 5 more minutes if Phantom Jen's joined us. Thank you, Princess Dragon. That's really appreciated.
We want a
Oh, what? 5 more minutes, okay? 5 more minutes, because Phantom Jen's here. And we all love the Genster. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna, I think, end this evening painting a little bit of this park right here.
We live on a bloody swamp. We need all the land we can get.
I never actually confirmed with Jack, by the way, that it was you that called him or texted him. He was genuinely convinced that I have handed out his number to this general stream. He did. He did guess your name. But I never confirmed nor denied.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Oh, I like that. So people are just gotta remember to do a redeem bot. Okay, I like that. If everyone could remember redeem bot. Call 1-800, get a listen drink. Alex Fiction, I do like you. I really do. I do. And it's not just that you're telling someone to get me a drink. Oh, redeem wine does a text to Jack. What was I doing with these bits? What was I doing with them? I don't know. I guess gardens of some description. I love having on a map, by the way, these little points of greenery. Like, you know, you got all of these stones, you got these buildings and shit, these hills, water, but having these parks or little copses of plants, I love that. Huge amount. Oh, by the way, I should tell you, I don't know the name of the project, but I have a map commission for next year, after we're done with our current commissions, that is going to be one of the largest maps I've ever drawn. And they want it to look like ancient like this, like, you know, Greek, Roman, kind of inspired. And they're laying down some money for a big map. Biggin. Big time. So watch for that one next year. I don't even know the name of the project. It's not Rome. It's not Rome. It's not that big. Rome, I think, is... We're only going to do Rome justice through our Patreons. We're going to do it as a private project, and we're going to do Rome big. Rome will be the biggest map I've ever drawn ever in my life, and nothing will ever get close to it. But this one is bigger than Catalau that I did for Jeff D. Put it that way. And that one is the most detailed map I've ever done, ever. Green Luton, thank you, my friend. We endeavour for this. Alright, I don't want to go grey. I don't want to go green. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? I want to keep things... I think I want to keep things fairly dry. So I'm actually going to slide towards the grey. But that's grey-green. Let's give it a little bit of the brown, I think. Brown-grey. Let's do that underneath. There we go. Just a hint of that. And then we'll do the dark green underneath this. And of course, we've still got all of the pathways and everything to do on this. And the flower beds. This is just my way of kind of throwing some gravel on the ground and saying, yeah, but don't forget we've got gravel here, you know? Now, I actually did an interesting thing on the Rikadon map for the pathways, the roads and everything. And I masked off, like, this area. And I can't remember for the life of me why I did that. I literally masked off all of the roads. So I'm gonna have to try and sort of remember what I was intending to do there. To see if I want to do the same here. You could play golf here. I think you could. I think you could, my friend. I think you could. One thing I'm doing right now, by the way, I've just actually created a layer underneath those layers and gone much darker. You see how it's like just bleeding through like that? This is why I kind of use this brush. And it just bleeds through those little pixels that I haven't colored yet. And I love this. It just adds this wonderful sort of patchwork texture. I love doing this approach. Here we go. And we're gonna plant these beds up, like I say. This is literally as close to gardening as you are ever gonna get me. I love looking at a good garden. I want no part of making a good garden. I have no time for that shit. Which is terrible because my mum and dad are huge gardeners. There we go. This is good. This is good. This is good. Something like that. Look at that, you see? We have ourselves a park. I haven't even done the flowers and the pathways yet. Look at this. This is already looking magnificent. Redeem bun buns? Princess Dragon, my grandfather on my mum's side had a green thumb. My mum and dad literally, and I don't say this with any levity or exaggeration, but the type of gardens that you see in magazines, immaculately designed, multi-tier, plants, etc., combinations with trees that just... That's my mum and dad. Interior and exterior, that's my mum and dad. They have so much talent and passion. Like, they will go out 5 o'clock in the morning and they will come back 11 o'clock at night after tending their acre garden, whatever it is that they've got going on over there. And it's perfect. It's just perfect, you know? And it's not like this false chemical, you know, sanitized lawn. That's not the shit that they do. No. I'm talking about gravel pathways, beds, fucking willow trees at the I'm talking about top-notch shit. That's my mum and dad, and they've been like that all their lives. That's what they like. I like sitting around mapping and drawing and playing computer games. My mum and dad, they like gardening. Rabbits in the park. Oh, hence the redeem bun buns. Rabbits in the park are only going to be little white dots, though. I mean, sure, we could add some little buns. We could. But do you want to redeem white dots? Oh, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. She says in protest. Let's try this layer. There we go. Oh, we've got a little gazebo. Let's do our gazebo. I shoot an arrow at the gazebo. Giant rabbits playing skee-ball. Prime McWoods are still around. Alright, let's I think that might be a good point. I think that might be a good point there. I want to work on the park a lot more, but I just really wanted to tap into those waters to see what it looked like. And you know where else we actually did that? Right here, when we were doing the Rikadon map. Look how we actually started working on some of the fields, even though we were nowhere near done with the core area. It's like I just wanted to see what some of these buildings and everything were going to look like. And we started to literally hit that up. It's like, this is my pattern. I do the ground, I start working on some buildings, and then I get distracted with the ground. I wanna start adding some greenery and some vibrancy in there. Likewise, right here on this one, Swatch 2, look how much I start drifting into the farms. Every time, right? We're about to hit this layer next. The only thing different is we have done way more buildings up front. So that's interesting how we're changing our technique a little bit. And we're doing buildings way more. And I think I'm going to stick with that. This is actually shaping out to be pretty nice, don't you think? I think I'm okay with this. And I should say our compass rose will not be the Medusa head. Come over here. It's going to be the Greek head. We drew this head for this map over a year ago. And, well, actually, I put it on the Rikadon map first. And Zagora Games were like, this is cool, but there should be a Medusa because of whatever in the backstory. So we're now bringing this head that we started last year. It's not even finished. And we're going to bring it over here. This is going to be our compass rose for this map. We've got quite a few of these compass roses, by the way, going on now. This is something we're going to share to all of you Twitch subscribers and Patreon backers. This is a good point for me to end it tonight. I'm going to hit save right there. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me tonight. I really, really, really mean that. I have so much fun. You're my friends. And hanging out with you is a treat for me. I honestly cannot express it any other way. Every single one of you. And hopefully that comes out when I see your name in the chat. I genuinely get happy. So thank you for spending time with me tonight. I love you for it. I genuinely do. So my next stream officially is on Monday night. We are going to go back to the Trollord Games Castle Keeper's Guide on Monday and Tuesday. Back to this one Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Now Thursday, of course, is Thanksgiving Day. There may be a schedule change, okay? So more on that next week. Maybe to make up for that schedule change, I might stream next Friday or over the weekend. Not sure on that. Don't hold me to it, okay? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I am also going to be spending this weekend preparing for the gift bags of goodies that we're going to be giving out to the Patreon and the Twitch subscribers. Starting to get prepared for next month, okay? We've got so many things that we want to give you, and the brush giveaway for next month is a big one, by the way. I'm giving a lot of map components away that I've used on some of my most iconic pieces. So more on that to come, okay? So with a big shout out to all of you Patreon backers, with all of you Twitch subscribers. You know who you are. I know who you are. I love you. Thank you. You honestly just make this so much fun. All of this. So with that said, anything that you've redeemed and I haven't actually processed stays in the queue. Officially, let's pick this up on Monday. You might see me pop up over the weekend. Let's see what happens, okay? Until then, I love you all. Everyone have a good one, and I'll see you on the flip side.